Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of our new launch studio series. I'm Shawn here, and today we're going to be introducing one of the rare freehold new launches that you're going to find here in District 15. That's Arina East Residences over here. So it's a joint developer group that's
Open Grand PSF is trending around a range of 1,003.
If we convert it to a 3 plus flexi, it's actually about 5.15 in terms of length.
Set 2, 3 and 21, they are 5 baiters. They face internally towards the pool.
It's a joint developer venture over here. We have ZACD as well as Fraxor, and we have Well-Tech Constructions here with our main contractor who's going to be developing this whole development here, and the architects are also the well-known Ong & On Private Limited here. So just the introduction on where this is located at. This is located just right along Katong Park MRT station right here. So just going to highlight to you guys to show you where is Katong Park MRT station. So down here I think it's probably going to be about 3 to 5 minutes walk away from Katong Park MRT station. So the cluster that we're located at is down here. So it used to be an en-bloc project at La Villa. So do keep in mind that Arina East is an en-bloc project. So the layouts that we're going to be seeing later on are going to be non-harmonized, and there's going to be a couple of walls that we can hack away and also create our own different layout in spaces here as well. So other than that, of course, this is going to be known as the area that's closer towards town when we're talking about District 15, because over down here is going to be already your CBD, your town regions here, and of course you have Sports Hub that's coming right above. So let me just show you a little bit away from this map here. So this is the bigger kind of map illustration that we have here. So just a recap, we're located right here, Arina East. We're just about 3 to 5 minutes walk away from Katong Park MRT station. So that's going to be the Thomson-East Coast Line. So that's going to be stretching into different parts of the east sides, to your Bay Shores, to your Marine Parade sides, to your Tanjong Katong sides here as well. And this line is also going to take you directly towards, of course, like Woodlands area. So that's also be connecting to your RTL line in the future. So I think this one line is super powerful because you're not only connecting towards your Changi Airport in the future, Airport Terminal 5, all the way up towards like Woodlands as well. And down here is also going to be our Sports Hub stadium that's going to be right along here. So that's also going to be where you're going to be watching a lot of your concerts, a lot of your sports events are going to be hosted there. And I think staying right here also means that you kind of don't have to drive when you're watching concerts, so you also can avoid that kind of traffic jam when you're staying down here. And of course, we have like the town areas, Nico Highway that's located there. So that's going to be towards your CBD region sites here as well. Of course, the very popular Tanjong Rhu area is also going to be located right along here. So I think staying here also means that there's great connectivity, whether or not you're working or staying in town. But at the same time, if let's say you're an investor and you're looking out for like a rental properties, I think these areas here are also perfect for people that kind of want to live slightly away from the hustle and bustle of the CBD areas, but also at the same time want to have certain level of connectivity when they're staying around here as well. Right, let's move along and have a look at the master plan here as well, because the master plan, we've got a couple of things that's going to be happening around this area. So let's look at the master plan. So master plan sites, of course, we're going to be seeing a couple of residential sites that are zoned as HDBs that are already around here. They are zoned as HDB. Do take note that all of these HDBs, houses that are going to be built in these areas are of course going to be a prime housing model, which means that they're going to reach towards the 10-year MOP mark, and the future buyers of all these audiences are also going to have a certain level of income ceiling, as well as the sellers themselves are going to have a certain level of clawback in terms of the profit margins here as well. But if we look actually further down, we also will notice that of course the Marina Golf Course will also be translating towards another yellow site zoning that's quite big around here. So this is the Marina Golf Course. So it's going to be gone in the future here as well. It's been zoned yellow. So in terms of yellow sites, it also means that it's kind of like reserved in a sense. That also means that, you know, in the future, there could be multiple things that's going to be happening. There could be residentials, it could have, you know, commercial hubs that's going to be coming up. And this is, of course, going to still be reserved sites here coming in the future. So I think that's kind of going to be exciting for us to wonder what it is that is going to be happening around there. So just now we were talking about, of course, the connectivity to CBD regions, which is going to be right a few MRT stops away. Because locating it down here, it also means that we are kind of almost like 10 minutes away from every sort of like amenities that you can find out here, which is like the CBD regions. Whether or not you want to go towards like Orchard Road or things like that, that's just a short drive away because the ECP connectivity is just right along here. So I think whether you're coming back home from town or coming back from home from like work or things like that, that's going to be really connected here for you. So we're also going to be talking a little bit about the site plans down here. So freehold in nature, it's an en-bloc development here for you. So there's District 15, There's total about 107 units ranging from your 1 bidders all the way to your 4 bedrooms down here. There will be 27 bicycle lots, 86 car park lots, but it's not a one-to-one kind of ratios. But I think that's still quite okay because majority of it likelihood is going to be kind of using up for rentals as well. So I think 86 car park lots, which is about 80%, is just enough. You're also going to have about a few like EV charging ports that's going to be there. I think 4, if I'm not wrong. So that's also going to be a little bit of a future proofing here as well. So looking at the architecture of this Arina East, it's going to have 2 towers. You're going to have a sky bridge that's linked towards it, and you're going to still have facilities such as your swimming pool, your gyms that's located on level 1 as well as level 2. So down here is also going to be the unit split. So it ranges from your 1 bedroom types all the way to your 4 bedroom plus study period models. And if we split into 2 different towers, we can also observe that one particular tower at 6C is all going to be your 2 bedrooms as well as your 1 bedroom types, predominantly going to be located over there. And 6D is going to be where your 3 and 4 bedrooms are going to be located at as well. So I think a very nice segregation. So in terms of the MCST fee, this is so important for people that kind of want to look out for like investment units and you want to know what is the outgoing like MCST fees, especially for maybe a slightly smaller projects here. So you can also see the MCST ranges from like $300 all the way to like $500. So in the context, I think this is going to be something that is slightly more affordable when we're looking at some of the boutique developments. This is almost, I would say, like the same kind of MCST fee when you get to see for those like larger development scales as well. So there's going to be some cost savings for you, but you're still not going to be lacking in terms of facility because we're still going to get to have the facilities on level 1, including a sky terraces here as well. So in terms of EV lots, there's going to be 4 proposed EV lots here for you. So that's a little bit of future proving. And the site orientation is something that we also want to share because this is going to be sort of a west-east like kind of facing here. So it's very interesting on how the developers are going to plan and how they're going to mitigate this, because likelihood if you're facing towards the west, it's going to have a bit of the afternoon sun, and the east side there's going to be a little bit of sun here as well. So in terms of how they plan the layouts, if we have a look at the site plan, they're actually predominantly going to be slanted in angle. So this is going to be about northeast to about southwest kind of facing here for the unit. So just to orientate a little bit, I'm going to come back to the charts here. So the north-south map, the north-south kind of like compass is going to be here. So that's going to be the north, east, south, and then west. So we can see predominantly the units are like slightly tilted towards this region, like northeast, southwest kind of region. So that's going to allow for a little bit of sun to come in, not direct sun, and also a little bit of the northern and southern breeze to come into the units here as well. So I think this is really interesting design because seeing homes that are purely like north-south facing in nature, they do tend to have a lot of wind flow coming in, but they sometimes, some parts of the year, they also tend to be a little bit dark. So I think having north-south kind of like, having kind of northeast, southwest kind of facing also helps to introduce a little bit of sun and light into the house. There's going to be a side gate that's located here as well. So there's a side gate, main access, that's going to lead you towards the back part of the developments here, which is going to lead you to the rest of the amenities in the HDB clusters here. At the same time, this is also going to be located where a reflection pool is going to be located at, and level 2 is going to be your main facility zoning where you have your swimming pool, your aqua gym, your gymnasium, your clubhouse. So I think in terms of facilities wise, it's also not lacking. You also do have your gen set on level 1. So this is also going to be the Tanjong Rhu Road coming into the developments here as well. So they have also created, you know, kind of a sky terrace deck here on level 19 as well as a sky terrace deck on level 20. There's a pool that's located on the sky terrace here, and also just lounge areas. So I think just a little bit of more facility spots for you to chill out, especially when you're staying over there. Or it's going to be great for your tenants as well. So the theme and kind of style design tones of the developments here, we have not seen like the show flat yet. But currently right now, they are having been done as a neutral kind of like palette tone that's over here. So I think this is also going to be sort of more trendy in style as we're looking at today's like ID designs as well. So in terms of floor plan and analysis, we also want to have a look in terms of the 1-bedroom models over here. So this is also going to be popular for people that are looking out for investors, looking out for tenants here as well. So we can see that even for 1-bedroom type models, you do get like a window on your master bath room area. So that's, I think, pretty interesting because they have tried to plan the layouts nicely so that you can even offer like a natural ventilations even for a 1-bedroom like kind of master bathroom over here. So of course, we'll have your open kitchen concept that's here. You have your balcony as well as a master bedroom that's down here. So of course, this is a non PPVC kind of projects because it's an en-bloc development. So a couple of things to take note is that your AC latch and things like that, they're going to be included inside here as well. So do take note on that. And at the same time, the walls here are going to be like hackable. So let's say you want to increase in terms of your floor plate kind of areas, or you want to do just like remove the wall so that the space can feel a little bit bigger. I think that's also something that we can explore. There's even a household shelter on like this one bedroom type, which is great. I think that also enhances in terms of like the storage spaces, because some of the one bedroom type models, they can be a little bit compact in size, making like storages a little bit of a hassle. So I think this is a great addition to that. So the total size for this one will be sized at 495 square feet. So this is also going to be located towards Tower 6C, towards the corner sides over here. So it's done as almost like a point block like unit, which is quite rare, because typically for some of the mega developments, like the one bedroom, the two bedroom side, sometimes they're going to be sandwiched into the 3 and 4 bedrooms. So that also makes like the windows not being able to like design. So I think having point block allows you to also create that window for the master bathroom as well. So let's have a look at the next one. So this is going to be your 2-bed 2-bath size at 797 square feet. So 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms that's located on one side. Then you have a living dining room here as well. So we have a look. You have your 2 bedrooms, 2 baths that's located down here. And you even have a household shelter that's located right along here as well. So I think some of the flexibilities that you can do for this layout here is that, of course, the wall that's down here, you can choose to hack the way and kind of create this as your walk-in wardrobe space, or just enlarge the entire size of the master room as well. So in terms of like the household shelter, so that's going to add some functionalities. You can use this as the extra like storage spaces here for you. And you have the open kitchen concept that's down here that you can explore to kind of enclose with a glass curtain if you do need so. Then living dining followed by your balcony space at the side. So same as the one bedroom type models, this is going to be located towards 6C, so which is also a point block unit. So this also means that it allows for your master bathroom and your common bathroom to actually have natural ventilated windows. So I think if that's something that's really important for you, chances are most likely you're going to find them in slightly of a boutique developments here at Arina East as well. Alright, following up, we have your 2 bedrooms, which is slightly larger square feet model at 861 square feet in size. So down here is going to have your 2 bathrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, and this time around at 800 square feet, you're going to have an enclosable like kitchen space that includes a window here for you as well. So I think if that is something that's going to be really important for you, especially if you cook a lot, then chances are the 861 square feet is going to be more popular. They are also located on the same stack. So if you look down here, it's stack 3. So it's on the same sort of tower as the 1 and 2 bedroom models here. Then finally, we're going to see the 3 bedroom. So this 3 bedroom size is going to be sized slightly larger at 969 square feet in size. So it has an enclosable kitchens. You have 3 bedrooms, even the bathrooms, all of them have windows here for you as well. So just to highlight down here as we have a look, you have windows that's located towards your sides, which is down here, which down here as well. So I think in terms of like the natural ventilation and your wet area spaces, these 3 bedrooms like slightly compact in size. You even have windows everywhere as well. So you have your windows on your wet areas, and you have living dining, your balcony space, as well as your 3 bedrooms that's located down here. So for stacks wise, it's located in 6C. So it's going to be the same stack as your 1 and 2 bedrooms, but do take note that this is going to be a point block unit over here. So the next layout is going to be of the slightly larger model of your 3 bedroom type. So this is going to be sized at 1087 square feet down here. So this, the only sort of like difference that you can't get to see is that of course we have included like a dry and wet kitchen kind of square feet models here. A very nice like L-shaped living and dining room space together with all your bedrooms, including like a master bath and common bath that's naturally ventilated here as well. And you have also a very nice balcony space. So I think this layout is going to be really interesting for families that are coming for their own stay, because chances are you're going to want that really large space, especially when you're hosting your friends and family. And it's very rare to see this kind of L-shaped kind of design, which helps to make the space a little bit more efficient, especially if you are someone that is hosting or you want your friends and family to come over for larger space as well. So next up, we're going to be seeing 3 bedroom size at 1238 square feet in model. So this one, you will also have your dry and wet kitchens together, but this is the model that has the private lift that's included inside here as well. So that also comes along with your household shelter. And the living and dining is done up as a landscape design, so it's slightly different here. So I think for families that are looking for own stay, chances are the 1000 over square feet 3 bedroom models, that's also going to be something popular for you to look at. So I think in terms of like layout designs, you're going to see pretty interesting layout designs, especially when we deviate slightly away from the majority or the mass kind of market developments here. So I think these designs are going to be something interesting for you to look out. And also take note that if you notice, a lot of the bedroom walls are being able to like hack away. So if you want to change in terms of the layout designs, you want to incorporate the second bedroom to your master room, that's also something that you can explore for these layouts here. So next up, we have the mega 4-bedroom, sized at 1324 square feet in nature. So this is almost like a dumbbell shaped model where you have your junior master on one side, when you have the rest of the bedrooms on the other side, and an enclosed kitchen here. And living dining is going to be on a landscape design layouts here. So I think as we observe some of these layouts, changes and floor plans, a lot of them have going to be natural ventilated windows on your kitchen as well as your bathroom areas here. And we have the larger bedroom type models of the 4-bedroom, which is sized at 1615 square feet. So you have a dry and wet kitchen areas, your bedrooms are going to be split into two. So that's going to be kind of like a dumbbell shaped layout here as well. And you're of course going to have your private lift lobbies here. So I think in terms of layout sites for the 4-bedroom with private lift, that's also going to be something quite similar. I think whichever design that you choose, functionality wise is likely going to be the same here as well. So in terms of larger bedroom types models, you also do notice that they're going to have a WC on their wet kitchen area side here. So I think that's going to be something bonus for you, I guess. Yeah. So lastly, we're going to have the 4-bedroom types that's going to be the largest, which is at 1679 square feet in size. So this is really huge. You're going to have your utility room for this side. So in terms of having like the dry and wet kitchen, I think you can see from here is that they kind of have laid out this dry kitchen at the household shelter surroundings, and you also have a study room that's located right there. And utility room, I think that also doubles up sometimes as a helper's room with an enclosable kitchen space here as well. Landscape kitchen design, junior master on one side, then you have the rest of the bedrooms on the other side here. So for larger bedroom types models, they're going to be located predominantly only on sort of the stacks for block 6D. But for this large bedroom model types, it's located on stack 6C. So they occupy 2 of the unit types here as well. So let's move on to also have a talk about in terms of the break-even price point. So for our partners at HProp, they have estimated the break-even price point at 2.362 per square foot. And do take note that this is of course not a harmonized project here. So we have just done our own like calculation in terms of profit margin. So you have seen like the 50% profit versus 20%. So currently right now we don't have like in terms of the price list, but this is going to be our estimation in terms of the break-even price point and also the kind of price point that the developer's likelihood we're going to sell to you. So it's roughly around maybe the 2006 to 2007 region, depending on whether or not they want to see profit margins of 10%, or either they want to see a profit margin of like 15% thereabouts. So if we want to have a look in terms of the 1-bedroom likely price point, in terms of that 1-bedroom type, is going to be about 2007 PSF. That's going to be the estimate. So it's going to be about 1.3 overall quantum pricing here. And as well as the 2-bedroom, if we look at the larger 2-bedroom size model, 2-bed, 2-bath, it might launch around the range of $2.3 million ranges. Then the 4-bedroom types, we're going to be estimating around maybe that $3.3 million quantum ranges here as well. And I think if you're curious on like the 3-bedroom type models, if we just do like a quick calculation for the 3-bedroom types at 108 square feet, let's just see at 2005 kind of PSF ranges. So chances are it's going to be around the $2.7 million ranges here as well. So I think in overall quantum pricing, it's kind of sort of where the market region is locating at. The 3-bedroom for new launches are already hovering around at $2.5 to $2.7 million ranges for 99 years leasehold new launches. And of course, like the 4-bedroom types, they're already hovering above the $3 million ranges. So I think what the developers have done is also try to keep the quantum pricing very palatable in today's kind of like new launch era. But at the same time, do take note that this is of course going to be a freehold in nature here as well. So it's very close in terms of like some of the new launch leasehold pricing here for you. Because if we look in terms of the entire east side's pricing movements here, so in terms of the east side pricing movements down here, of course, we can get to see certain projects like your Emerald Katong already doing at about 2007 kind of PSF price ranges. Of course, these are harmonized projects. So if let's say you were to harmonize them, they will likely be around the range of 2006 kind of PSF if we unharmonize them, right? And Continuum's already doing about 3000 PSF ranges for something that's freehold. So this is 99 years in leasehold in nature. So Continuum we can also see that they are doing at about 2009 kind of PSF price ranges here as well, for something that is freehold in nature. So when you come on here slightly closer towards town, our own estimates in terms of like the price point around 2005 to about maybe 2007 kind of PSF price ranges. I think that is something that is more palatable, but it's also commonly seen for some of the boutique developments to maybe have the price quantum a little bit more affordable here as well. So I think if there's someone that's kind of looking to move to closer distance towards town and you kind of want to enjoy the same entry-level price point as some of these big boys down here, then I think Arina East is something interesting for you to look at. Rental sites, there's completely no issues because we also want to have a look in terms of some of the rental transactions that has been done in the area. So let's also have a look. So rental sites for investors, if you want to have a look in terms of some of the transaction volumes here, we can even pull up, for example, Fulcrum, which is just going to be right beside here. We can also see that transaction sites, every single month, you're going to be getting a rental transaction that's happening in these areas here. So that's pretty healthy. We can also see the other newer one, the line at Tanjong Rhu, which is going to be right beside Fulcrum here as well. So rental contracts wise, same, almost every singular month you're going to get like rental flow and transaction that's happening here. So I think if you're looking for like own stay, you have a really unique in size, kind of comfortable entry price for something that is freehold. And I think for investor sites, this area itself, there's completely no issues in terms of tenant pools. You're going to get the MRT station that's going to be just right beside us. A couple of transformation that's happening around these areas. So if you want to have a look at the show flat units, definitely do contact our listing managers and our team. They're more than happy to share more details here with you. Right, so that's about it for our new launch studio review series here at Arina East. I hope you have gotten like a great glimpse at it. I think if you need more details, you need more sharings, definitely do contact our team. Our listing managers will be more than happy to share more details here with you. If you want to have a look at the show flat here, we'll be more than happy to show it as well. And I hope you have enjoyed this series of new launch studio series. Okay. Call what? Call to action, okay. One bath. You have, oh, this is two baths, sorry. Shucks. Yeah, sorry, this is your 2-bed, 2-bath. Cool. Alright.